so this is my second time doing this video. So I'll go and do the intro, okay? If you can't tell, I got done working out. That is why my shirt is off. It's pretty hot in my room, so if you're gonna complain, go ahead and complain. But I don't really care. I'm adjusting the gain. Again, I don't know how loud I should be. I'm trying to get fairly close to the microphone. But yeah, I got done working out, so this video is a bit. This one's gonna be a bit of a. It's gonna be me ranting. It's gonna be me venting. Because I don't know. I feel. Okay, just to get this out of the way, I know for a fact, someone is gonna comment on this video saying comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, I've heard it a million times. You can I'm giving you permission, you right there, you can comment that, you can say that, but I'm going to see that and it's going to go through my eye and out my ear. I do not care. It is really hard to keep going. It's been a bit of it's been pretty downhill ever since 2020. I talked about this in like the very first video that I made, which is private. But some stuff happened 2020, 2021, my senior year, that really set off a series of unfortunate events that have culminated in the absolute destruction of my mental well-being. I'm better off right now than I was back then, but it has left me in a pretty deep hole of feeling worthless and having self-doubt and just not having any confidence at all. I used to be in high school. I used to be a go-getter. I was really motivated. In high school. High school is when I started working out. And I was running like 6-minute miles. I was working out every day. I had goals. I had plans. And then shit hit the fan. And ever since then, I feel lost. I kinda screwed myself over by putting all my eggs in one basket, and then they all broke. And now I just don't know what to do. I have dreams. My biggest dream, right, is like doing YouTube. I guess YouTube, or just like, I don't know, some form of online internet persona, celebrity, but it's a bit of a pipe dream. I'm gonna be honest here. Trying to break into social media in 2024 is, I don't think it has anything to do with how hard you work. I think it's 99% luck, 1% how hard you work. And I mean, it's maybe I'm wrong. I probably am wrong. Wrong. I probably am wrong. But it really does feel like you missed out if you weren't on the internet in like 2012, right? If like 2014, 2015, if you didn't secure that early spot on these big platforms, then you kind of missed out. Like doing YouTube doesn't really seem like a viable thing unless you're over like 100k subs and you're getting crazy amounts of views. And to get 100k subs is pretty hard. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. It sucks. It sucks seeing everyone around you succeed. And I know that sounds like cynical or like egotistical maybe. But it really is. It's a bit of it kind of just sucks. Like every single one of my siblings, they all have stable jobs. Like good, well-paying jobs. I mean, well-paying for their age. Because I have a younger sister. But she's making more than I made at Target. And she has only been there for like a year or two. Probably, I think it's coming up on like a year. Already making more than I did at Target, and I was there for 2 years. And I got a 30-cent raise. But yeah, seeing them all just have job, relationship, friends, seeing all my friends, like all the people I went to high school with, having jobs and stable social lives and going out and experiencing things that I want to experience and hanging out with friends that I would like to have and just being with people in general. And it's like, okay, well, I can go out and do those things, but I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be doing them by myself. And it gets to a point where you go out and you do things by yourself and you do things alone, and it just doesn't. There's nothing there. I know there's just nothing there. It's a weird feeling. Because I like being alone, but at the same time I hate it. Especially like going to restaurants alone. At least for me, I liked it at first, but now I'm just I'm almost embarrassed. And it just sucks. It sucks so much. I wish I didn't spend my entire youth online on the internet. I'm grateful for the friends that I have online, right? I've met some really cool people from all over the world, but I can't talk to those people in real life. I can't meet up with those people in real life every weekend and go to a bar or go to a club or go bowling or ice skating or all these things that I see my high school alumni, I don't know, the people I knew in high school doing, right? And it just sucks. And I wish, I don't know. I recognize the first step in this is probably to get a job. So I can have some sort of financial freedom, right? But even there, I know, I'm stuck. I send out applications and I just get nothing back, and I get nothing back for 4 months, and then I get an email that says, sorry, you were not chosen to go ahead with the hiring process. Well, thanks for sending that. I could have used that a month after I sent in my application, instead of having to wait to hear back from these places that I wasn't selected, so I can send out more applications to new places. And my dad is a hiring manager. He was a hiring manager for PetSmart. And he told me that it's okay to get a job that you have no interest in, right? So for example, send out an application to a job that you want, and then send out to one that you don't want, and work at the place that you don't want to work at until the place that you want to work gets back to you, and then you can just quit on the spot. And as much as I agree with that, right, I don't like that. I don't like the idea of that, because that screws over the person whoever's in charge, whoever hired me. It screws over them and everybody else working there, because now they have to hire a new person. Now they have to fill those slots that I was gonna take, that I was gonna work, have to work either overtime or they have to find someone within the span of a few days, right, to cover. I don't like doing that, and I don't like doing that because I've been the guy who's had to cover for the person who doesn't show up multiple times at Target, and I hated it. I was like, God damn, why can't you just show up to work? Now I have to lose my weekend. I have to work for 7 days in a row, doing an opener and a closer and an opener and a closer because someone else couldn't pull through. And I just don't like it. I don't like that stuff. So it's really tough. It's really tough to apply to places and hope they get back to you in a timely manner so you can apply to more places. But I've been ranting about jobs for the past like week and a half, applying to different jobs and all that, because that really is the only thing going on in my life right now is that. Sorry, that was a burp. I had to hold that one in, but yeah. I feel left behind. It really is tough seeing everyone around you, just doing stuff, right? Just doing anything that isn't sitting in a room all day rotting like I am. And I wish I could, like, oh my god. I hope you guys didn't hear you probably heard my stomach. But yeah, I wish I could, like, time travel back to, like, 2020 and just, like, harvest the raw ambition and drive that I had as a senior in high school and somehow just, like, put it in my brain right now and use that to do whatever I want to do, because I just don't have any of that. I really don't. And I hate it. I hate the fact that I realize that. I hate the fact that I realize that I don't have any of that. It's like you're like being like hyper aware. You're so aware of yourself that it hurts, in a weird way. Like, I can't look I have trouble looking at myself in the mirror, a lot, and it's not from, like, body dysmorphia or anything. I don't really understand it. I can't really look at myself in a mirror, unless I just got done working out. If I get done working out, I usually feel pretty good about myself when I'm working out. That's like the only time I can admire myself is after a workout. But any other time of the day, I go into a bathroom, I feel disgust. It's like, wow, you've let yourself get to this point. And it's like, I'm not even like, it's not like a physical issue. It's not like me being like, you're ugly. It's me being like, mentally, I can't believe you've let yourself get to this point. You said you were never gonna let yourself get to this point, yet here you are. And it sucks. It sucks that I talk to myself that way, but I don't know, it's just something I'm dealing with. It's something I have been dealing with for probably like a year. I just can't stand myself. Yeah, I just can't stand myself. Which is crazy, which is insane. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. People have told me therapy, but if I know what's wrong with me, what is a therapist gonna do? They're just gonna be like, hey, I know what's wrong with you. Thanks, I just paid you $500 to tell me what I know. That's awesome. That's cool. That's sick. And then they're just gonna give me pills. fix much when it comes to mental stuff. I think they just kind of fuck you up more. They just kind of make you worse, because then you're reliant. You're reliant on that medication. But I don't know. I'm uneducated. I haven't really looked into whatever meds they give you for depression, so I really have no idea. But I would assume you'd probably have to take those for a fairly long time, and I'm assuming that they're pretty expensive. So yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help that if you get diagnosed with like depression, you have to put that stuff on your resume. You have to fill that out for a lot of jobs. I know, at least from what I've seen, it feels like every single job application has a section where it's like, have you been diagnosed with clinical depression? It's like yes or no. I feel like you probably won't really get selected if you put yes, because who wants to hire a depressed person? They're gonna be a worse worker. But yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days, and it really just stems from a place of being, I don't know, I don't know what the term is, but self not having self-worth. I know there's a term for this, but I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it on the spot. Where it's like you have self-depreciating thoughts, self-deprecating thoughts. That's what it is. And it's like you speak to yourself in a certain way, and you almost convince yourself into I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm throwing up words. I'm throwing up words right now. So yeah, I'm gonna end it up. I'm just gonna end the video here because I really don't know what else to say. So thank you for watching this one. I know this one was probably a little rough, but I needed to, I don't know, I needed to vent. I needed to rant. I needed to get this off my chest. So thank you for watching. I love you. 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 I'll see you in whatever next video I do next. Okay. Alright, goodbye.